Hello, my name is Lucas Travato, and I am here to present the New Community Move Project Statement of Work. Beginning by talking about New Community, which has been a part of this church, this community for about 6 years. It started in someone's house, and then to the Moose Lodge, then to the building on South Florida Street where it is now, and is eventually moving at the beginning of February to the old Audrey's restaurant. That move is important because it brings some permanency, and that's really important to fulfill their mission, which is in part to affect the gospel in the North Central West Virginia area. To do that, you have to be permanently established here. So we're very excited to see that is a possibility. My job, my goal through this project is to take the growth that will naturally happen and enhance it. So as churches move, generally about instantly, you get about 5% growth. What the hope is we can take this 5% growth from anywhere from 15 to 20%, realistically between 25 and 35 people every Sunday regularly attending, and move that up. So that growth pushes forth the church quicker, which is part of the goal. And doing that is done through some key ministry areas that we've identified. College ministry, Kids Town ministry, and high school and middle school youth are the three areas that we've identified. And our priorities go in that order. So college ministry, college students are some of our most engaged individuals. They're the individuals that are most passionate, willing to step out of their comfort zone, and going to be the most involved in service projects, some of the best marketers for the church on their own. So college students already attend New Community regularly, and the hope is that giving them a second touch point that's not Sunday services, that is during the week, some sort of college night that can be run self-sufficiently by March 3rd, that will give greater growth potential on the dot. Kids Town is already a very large area of the church. Now, college ministry really isn't existent right now. So this shows the dual nature of our key ministries as both growth potential and also as existing powerhouses for these ministries. Kidstown is overflowing in its current state, and the hope is that that is our second area that we want to improve. And by March 31st, we're hoping that Kidstown can run independent sessions on Sundays self-sufficiently. It's very important for parents to have a safe place to bring their kids, and if they know that their kids are getting good information and good stuff while they're in church, that will help them reach out to other parents. And finally, high school and middle school youth. Young Life is very popular in this community, and if we can give Young Life a regular place to meet that's not houses or schools, but is an actual church building, that's a real big positive. So that's our first step of high school and middle school youth, which will be on the 14th of April, and by the 5th of May, we're hoping that will be self-sufficient, running on Sundays independently with its own space, which is the first time they've had the opportunity to do that, to customize their space and help bring kids in with a place that they know and can be comfortable with. So really one thing that we know is going to put a strain on other systems in the church is volunteers. Volunteers are going to be a big problem because as we expand, we're going to need more volunteers for these ministry areas. It's just the nature of it. But the good thing is one of the assumptions that we make is as the church grows, so too will the volunteer base. Hopefully as individuals get more connected, they are interested in volunteering more. And as the church grows, the individuals that are already connected can connect in a deeper way, and everybody grows as a whole and as a system. Before we implement our self-sufficiency date, before we really hit that date, starting February 10th, each week following, we'll be talking with the ministry leaders of those specific areas, asking them how they feel and are comfortable with leading up to that self-sufficiency date, where there won't be someone assisting them day in, day out. And following that self-sufficiency date, that is not our drop-off point for them. Each 2 weeks we'll be having a regular check-in, and that will be varying in length depending upon how intense it is needed. But that will be every 2 weeks following, and that is an important step for them as well to be self-sufficient and to know that they have something else. So really the termination of the project will end at the end of May, middle of May, when we hit that final self-sufficiency date. We will give another 2-week period to check in with that high school and middle school youth ministry. And the good thing about this project is, just like with many church ministries, basically no cost, very little time, 5 to 10 hours roughly for about 5 months, 5 to 10 hours per week. So we're very excited to see how it goes.